Hello everyone. So today in this video, we are going to solve a question of LeetCode, that is top k frequent elements. This is 347 question LeetCode and this comes under medium category. Alright, so let's start with problem statement. Given an integer array nums and an integer k, return the k most frequent elements. You may return the answer in any order. So basically in this question, we have given an array and a value of k and we need to return the k most frequent element from here. So let's quickly understand the problem with an example. So let me make a multi-line comment here. Alright, so in the first example, we have k equal to 2 and array given us is 3 times 1 and 2 times 2 and 3. Now what we will do, first we will count the frequency of each element because we need to find the top k frequent elements. Alright, so let's count the frequency of each element. So let's say we are getting 1 3 times, 2 2 times and 3 1 times here. So now what we will do, we need to sort this according to the frequency because we need to find top k frequent elements. So what we will do, we will just sort this. It is already sorted here as per this example. Like if it is not sorted, then it must have been sorted. Like we need to sort this, but it is already sorted. So let's see. Like in this example, one is occurring 3 times, that is the most number of times. So this is our first element which we need to return. Then the second one is 2 comma 2 because 2 is occurring the second most time. Alright, so like we only need to return two most occurring elements, so we will be returning 1 and 2 from here. So to solve this problem, it will take a time complexity around big O of n log of n because the sorting function will take around n log n time complexity and the space complexity will be also around big O of n. So to optimize this approach little bit, what we can use is like we will be optimizing to n log of k. So to optimize it, what we will be doing here is that we will be using a Min-Heap. So let's see how can we use a Min-Heap here. So what we previously did is we sorted the frequency map. So we will not be sorting this in the Min-Heap, but what we will do, we will just create a Min-Heap and Min-Heap will automatically get the topmost element as the minimum out of all the element stored in the Min-Heap. So let's see how can we approach the question. So let's say we have already created this frequency map, and after creating this we will just store the elements into our priority queue, that is Min-Heap. So let's start with the first element. So in the first element we have 1 comma 3. Now what we need to do is we need to check according to the frequency. So when we are checking according to the frequency, so we will be taking this one as the first element and this is the second one in the pair. So let's say we are adding 3 comma 1 into our Min-Heap. Then we will add 2 comma 2 in our Min-Heap. After that we will be adding 1 comma 3 into our Min-Heap. Now the size of Min-Heap is greater than k, that is the size of Min-Heap is 3 and k is equal to 2. So what we need to do is we need to remove an element to get the size 2. So what will happen here is that we will be removing the topmost element from the Min-Heap, and topmost element in the Min-Heap is always the least one. Alright, so and the least one is according to the first value. So this is the least one and Mini will remove this from here. Now what we will do, we will just return the second pair of this because second pair are basically the first pair of frequency map, and first element of frequency map is the element stored in the array which we need to count and return from here. So we will be returning this second element from here. I hope the approach is clear to you. It is pretty much complex to explain this using the example here. So if we when we code, you will easily understand the approach. So let's quickly code the solution. Alright, so let's initialize an ordered map here, and let's store all the elements into our map. So int auto x nums and mx plus plus. This will be creating a map of frequency something like this, which we created here. Now what we need to do is we need to get this min heap. So let's initialize a min heap here. So priority queue, and let's take pair of int vector of pair int and greater pair of int. And let's name it pq. Alright, now let's add element to a priority queue. So for auto xm, let's add element to a priority queue. So how we will add this? So let's say in this map we have 1,3 and we need to sort according to the frequency. So we will take this as first one and this one as the second element in the pair. So let's push pq dot push make pair x dot second. We are taking the second element of this map as first and x dot first. Alright, I hope this is clear to you. And if the size of priority queue is greater than k, we will just pop out element from here, and the element which will be popped out is always the least one. If you have any doubt in this priority queue, I will just leave the link of priority queue, or we can say the min heap, how we will be declaring and how it will be working in C++. So I will be just leave the link in description of Geeks for Geeks. There is an article which we just refer to and it is easy to understand. So I will just leave the link in description. So now let's initialize a vector of int answer. Let's add elements into our answer. So let's run a while loop until this priority queue is not empty. So priority queue is not empty, and let's add element into our answer. So answer dot push back pq dot top dot second. This we are taking the second element because this second element is basically the elements which are there in array. Alright, so just pop out from here because we have already pushed this into our answer. So just pop out from here, and I hope this is fine. Let's just return the answer from here. I hope it should be fine. Let's just run it. Oops, we did a syntax error here. We did a spelling mistake here. Yeah, it's working fine. So let's just submit it. Yeah, it's working fine. So let's calculate the time and space complexity of our solution. So the time complexity of our solution is big O of n log of k, and space complexity is big O of n. I hope the solution is clear to you. If you still have a doubt in this question, feel free to comment it down. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.